In a small village nestled between dry hills, the land was parched, and crops had long withered. The famine stretched for months, and the villagers struggled to find food. Streams dried up, and the once lively fields stood barren under the scorching sun. In one corner of the village lived a poor family, a mother and her 4 children. Every day, the mother would search the fields and forests, hoping to find something to feed her children. But each evening, she returned empty-handed, with nothing but faint words of comfort. One morning, the youngest daughter, little Raji, wandered near the outskirts of the village. Her small feet shuffled through the dry leaves, and as she looked up, she saw a lone apple hanging from a branch of an old tree. It was small and green, but to Raji, it looked like a treasure. She carefully climbed the tree, her tiny hands trembling with excitement, and plucked the apple. As she held it, she could feel her hunger grow stronger. Her dry throat ached for a bite. But as she turned to leave, she thought of her siblings, her older brother, who worked hard to fetch water, and her twin sisters, who often went to bed crying from hunger. Raji sat down beneath the tree, gazed at the apple, and slowly began to slice it with a small stone. She cut the apple into 5 uneven pieces, one for each of them. By the time she returned home, her small hands carried the apple carefully wrapped in her scarf. Her siblings gathered around, their eyes lighting up at the sight of the fruit. Without hesitation, Raji gave each of them a piece and placed the smallest one in her own hand. From a distance, their mother watched quietly, tears filling her eyes. She wiped them away with the edge of her sari and whispered softly to herself, "True wealth lies not in how much we have, but in how much we share." That night, the family sat together, their stomachs still empty but their hearts full. The famine may have taken away their crops, but not their kindness and love for one another. Moral of the story: true wealth lies in sharing, and even the smallest acts of kindness can bring great joy and unity. Generosity and selflessness, even in times of hardship, strengthen bonds and remind us that love and compassion hold greater value than material possessions. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated.